Now, would you look at that? You lost your first game on because you did not want to warm up. Would you look at that stupid challenge? They scored and you lost again. That's a pretty good bump attempt. That is such a great save. And now you just lost your third game in a row. If you're hopping into any ranked games without a warm-up, what are you doing? Whenever you warm up, you will win more games than you would have without. So I've made a simple 3-step routine that you should be doing anytime you get back on Rocket League. The very first thing you should be doing is going into a general warm-up. When you're first getting on, it is probably either the first time of the day or you haven't been on for a few hours, days, or even weeks. All you have to do for this step is go around free play and hit the ball as fast and hard as you can. This is allowing you to get used to the game, and this can seem a bit jarring at first, but that is completely normal. I don't recommend you go into custom training at this stage because it won't have the same effects on you as free play would. This is by far the most important step into making sure the rest of your day goes smoothly. If you don't do this simple step, you'll be missing out in your first few games by making key and game losing mistakes like missing easy aerials or by feeling too slow to every play you're trying to make. By not skipping over the step, you're making sure you're getting your fundamentals down and ready to go for the rest of the day. All you need to do is take 10 to 15 minutes for this, and you can experiment with the times to find what best fits for you. The next step for you is to go into shooting training. Well, yes, you are still going to be missing some open nets after all of this training. You just need to make sure that it happens less often to you than it does to your opponents. This entire game is making sure you capitalize on your opponent's mistakes, and missing less open nets in them is the difference between winning and losing games. Now for PC users, the best place to do this is by far the workshop map Aim Training by Coco. This is the workshop map that I am currently playing on. It is perfect for all ranges of skill. This map is by far one of the biggest reasons I have improved and ranked up in Rocket League. Now for console players, there are a good couple custom training maps that you can use that I would recommend. The first one is Strength and Accuracy by VNCE. This simple map has enormous benefits. While you're playing on this map, you should be telling yourself where you're going to shoot the ball. You should be trying to aim for any of the 4 corners of the goal like I have pictured here. At first, it will be very difficult to get to the 4 corners, but as long as you keep trying, you will get there. If you're new and true to the game though, you should be trying to aim for one side of the net like I have pictured here. The other custom training map that I would recommend is Shooting Consistency by Wayprotein. This training pack is perfect for a more of an all around the field kind of shooting to help make sure that you don't miss any open nets. If you're wanting to make this training pack a little bit harder for you, you can try and shoot for either side of the net or up in the 4 corners like I mentioned earlier for the past training pack. If you want to make sure you're ranking up, having a good shooting consistency and precision is key. Now let's move on to the third and final step in this routine, and it is also the most fun. The last and final part of this routine is the mechanic training. With this final step of the routine, you get to choose any mechanic that you are wanting to work on and just go and do it. If you're wanting to work on flip resets, then go in free play and custom training and spend time working on them. You can spend this time of the routine working on any fun mechanic that you dreamed of learning, or going back to the basics and getting them set in stone. You should be spending this entire time working on just one mechanic. If you're trying to learn 2 or more mechanics at the same time, you've slowed down the amount of time it takes to get the mechanics right. Now, if you feel like 30 minutes is not enough time to be working on the mechanic, you can go all the way up to an hour. I wouldn't recommend going over an hour though, as it will lead to you developing even more bad habits than good. So let's stop being trash together and follow this simple 3-step warm-up routine that we should be following anytime we get on Rocket League. Some days you may only have 2 hours to play, and I would still recommend doing it for an hour, but if you can't wait that long to lose a couple games, then you should spend 30 minutes. You can move the times to whatever works for you, but you should be spending some time on each of these steps to help you improve faster and win more ranked games. So what are you doing? Stop procrastinating and go do it now.